Hello and welcome to Iowa State University. My name is Samantha Robinson Adams, and I am the Academic Advisor for English with a Rhetorical Emphasis, Technical Communication, and Speech Communication. And you're watching this video, I'm assuming, because you are interested in speech communication as a major, as a possible major, or even just to explore it or to see what it might be like as a minor for you. So what this video is going to do is basically run you through some of the classes that you would end up taking as a speech communication major and some of kind of the general planning that goes on, as well as what's going to go on in orientation. So the first thing that I want to do for you is share my screen. And hopefully this works well. Right here you can see it says summer 2020 orientation. Obviously this is not the summer orientation, but the same rules apply. This is just essentially a document that's going to show you how to prepare for a meeting with your advisor, which would be me. So you begin by clicking on the link to access general education approved courses, and gen ed courses involve either classes in the arts and humanities, the social sciences, mathematics, or the natural sciences. And within each category, you have to have a certain number of credits. And of course, as your advisor, I will help navigate you through that. But this is something that a lot of people will do during their first semester, is try to get a lot of those general education requirements out of the way. Now, if you already hold an associate's degree, then you do not, within the state of Iowa, then you do not have to do any of the gen ed requirements. But if you don't, then that's what we kind of like you to start off with, just to get your foot in the door. So you'll look through those. That'll be part of your homework for your registration. Step 2 then is, after you've reviewed your options, you can then access the link to schedule classes, and that will show you which one of those options you looked at is actually available to you during the semester in which you're trying to register. So you can look those up by days, by times, by subject. You can look up, do you want online classes or not online classes? You will notice right here under step 2, it says we recommend that first year students do not take online classes in their first semester at Iowa State. That is obviously not the case any longer, since we are in the middle of a pandemic. Online classes are safe. Online classes have been very well structured, very well researched by our faculty in all departments in all areas, and will give you a great interactive experience. So it's nothing that you have to be concerned about. Our online classes are going to be top-notch for you. Then your step 3, after you take a look at what classes, you would click on the department link webpage, and here you can view information about all the majors that fall within the department. So that would be, again, English with many different emphasis, such as English education, creative writing, editing and publishing, or even environment and things like that, environmental justice. And then you'd also see technical communication, which actually pairs very well with speech communication. They make a very, very nice double major blend, and it's not difficult to achieve that either. So you can look and see, what the English department just in general has to offer for you. So that is that page. The next thing that I'll share with you then is the more specific speech communication page, so that you can kind of see what that looks like. So I'm going to share my screen there. And hopefully you can see this okay. This is our speech communication requirements, and I'm just going to go through these briefly. This is obviously something that you can look up on your own. This is something that we can talk about in our advising meeting with one another. But just in general, our major requires a minimum of 33 credits in speech communication courses with a grade of C or better. Our flexible curriculum with few prerequisites can help you accomplish this in a timely way. We'll get you out of here and done in the exact time frame that you want, and you'll come away with a great major for a great career. So we have our core required courses here, which range from the very first class you take, which is Speech Comm 110 Listening. That is normally the first class we advise you to take within your first semester. But you can also take 212 Fundamentals of Public Speaking early on, and then you'll see these other requirements here to the side. These additional speech comm courses are your speech comm electives, and we require 15 credits of those. And you can see they range from everything to pop culture analysis, to business and professional speaking, to gender and communication, to legal communication, to campaign rhetoric, all the way to independent study, where you can yourself decide what it is that you want to study within this curriculum. And then some other courses in the program include special projects and an internship if you decide to do that. We also happen to have, for students who are interested in going on to become teachers, we have a theater endorsement as well. So you can take certain theater and speech classes together to create that endorsement for yourself so that you could go into the public school system. And speaking of that, that lends me to sort of my wrap up in the video is how far and how many different directions a speech communication major can really take you. People who want to be teachers oftentimes benefit from this major, but also if you want to become a lawyer, an attorney, if you would like to be involved as a sales rep, if you are interested in travel and things like that, oftentimes there are speech communication positions that require or encourage travel. If you're interested in becoming a pastor, being involved in the ministry in some capacity, speech communication is wonderful for that. There are a lot of different fields in which public speaking and those great communication skills put you over the top and ahead of the pack in terms of your peers who would be applying for the same job. So just think of that. It's those soft skills that employers are looking for. And it's, again, a major that can take you across a wide variety of jobs in the future. And just another one, just to mention this too, I talked about the campaign rhetoric class. Politics is another great field if you're interested in anything like that. Political science and speech communication pair very well also. I would note that speech comm is, although a great major by itself, it does make a wonderful second major, or again, first major paired with a different second major. And some of the most popular would be things like marketing or English or technical communication or political science, could be really anything. The options are vast and they're totally yours to make. So I am excited to help you along in your journey at Iowa State in speech comm. I'm glad that you've looked at this page and that you're considering this as part of your major going forward. And I do want to mention very briefly my contact information. If you would like to contact me about any questions or concerns prior to registration, you can contact me by email at slr@iastate.edu, or you can call. My office phone is 515-294-5206. Ordinarily, I am located in Ross Hall 307, but due to the pandemic that we're currently experiencing, social distancing is our world right now, so I'm only in contact by phone or email, just virtually. But just so you know, my home on campus is Ross Hall. So I look forward to working with you. I'm excited to hear that you are interested in speech communication. And as soon as you want to get a hold of me, please do that, get in touch, and we'll start building a 4-year plan and start building our plans for you all to start your adventure at Iowa State. Thanks so much, and we'll see you later.